Yes, I love the Ravens. And the Orioles are coming up soon. We're here to talk today about what government should be involved in and really what we should be looking at in the future. Let's look at energy. I'm a big believer in solar energy. Government's a big believer in solar energy. Many governments are. It's clean. Look at the world. Without the sun, the world wouldn't be around. It is an incredible amount of energy, unlimited virtually, and everything lives on the sun. Yet how do we set it up? We get photovoltaic cells, we put them up on the roofs or make big solar farms, suck it all in, and then we use it immediately, the energy. We don't store any of the energy. We can't store it for a rainy day or a snowy day or anything else. We use it. We have these gigantic batteries that really can't hold much. And because of that, we are totally reliant upon the national grids to be able to get energy. And then when everybody needs energy, the prices spike. And now we're hearing out, I believe it was in San Jose, there was an attack on a energy provider, one of the major ones. And it could be either just a run through to see if they could do it. These people who we could call whatever, terrorists or extremists. It could be the run through to see if it could work, or they could have really tried, or it could work eventually. There is no real defenses around our major utilities. There's only as much as you can do, and there are too many people attached to it. Now's the time for the government to get involved in basic R&D. We wrote about this on our JAAC.com website about a year and a half ago when we were still writing. And what we were talking about then was being able to invest and try to find new energy storage devices. We call them batteries. I like energy storage devices better, ESDs. They sound cooler. We have to be in a position where we can get this power from the sun or even from the wind, but I'm focused on the sun, and be able to store it so that at night you have power. You don't have to sell it back to the provider. You can have your power. If it's cold out and the provider can't provide any, you have plenty sitting in your energy storage units. Right now, though, the problem is these batteries are gigantic, and they're full of hazardous materials, and you have to put zillions of them together just to get a car running for 150 miles or however many miles it is. This is something where government should get involved. Instead of the government focusing in on individual corporations and trying to give them money, and then it's up or down depending on how the market goes, government should get involved in these basic R&D. Think about it. We get some of our greatest scientists together on this, and they start focusing on how to store energy. Just think about it. If we could store energy, we wouldn't be so dependent on the grids. We could be independent. People could be independent. They could be able to live on their own. We wouldn't have to ask for money we wouldn't have to pay for a lot of this power. The big commercial groups would probably for a while until they could build solar farms. But just think about what would happen if we could just sit there, turn on the battery, the energy storage unit, and pull in that energy and just have it sitting there and use it whenever we need it. It's kind of like pulling oil out of the ground, oil or gas, but it's a whole lot cleaner, assuming the units are good. And if the government can invest in this basic research and come up with some great ideas, they could sell its patents to industry and let private industry take it, run with it, commercialize it, and put it out there. Government can make some great money on it, industry can make some great money on it, and we as citizens could be in great shape to be able to now harness the sun, clean energy, keep it in our homes, use it as we need it, and not be so dependent on these major grids. Think about all the money that would be saved by not having to repair all these major grids, because individuals, residences, will be able to live without that grid in most situations. That's where the government should go. Basic R&D, research and development. Let's start getting focused on this. We're at the cusp of major changes in this country. Everybody's focused on social media and all this other stuff, a lot of biotech. Why aren't we focusing on energy storage devices? The government should get involved. We need it now. We get it. We break our reliance on oil and gas. We break our reliance on the Middle East, which we're already starting to break as we use our oil and gas through the fracking. But here's a great way to really go and take a step into the future. Think about how absolutely incredible it would be. It's time for the government to get involved. We need it. Step up, government. This would be something everybody would be behind. Peace.